Just imagine, a child star who conquered Hollywood, swimming in money and fame. By age 25, a fortune of $28 million. But today, at 39, Lindsay Lohan is a completely different story. Where did it all go? We're not talking about a couple of million. We're talking about a colossal $20 million, literally burned away in the fire of chaos. This isn't just a story of rise and fall. It's a money mystery, vanished without a trace. Lavish mansions turned into headaches? Kids born amidst loud scandals? And most importantly, destructive addictions that became the main black hole for her fortune? Don't click away, because right now we're diving into Lindsay Lohan's shocking financial abyss and figuring out dollar by dollar how she ended up like this. Let's go back to the early 2000s. Lindsay Lohan isn't just a star, she's a generational icon. After the smash hits Mean Girls and Freaky Friday, her fees skyrocket. Millions per movie, millions for endorsement deals with giants like Dooney and Burke, Mio Mio, Emmanuel Ungaro. She's everywhere, on covers, on red carpets. Her name guarantees box office and press attention. By the mid-2000s, her net worth is estimated at a staggering $28 million. The future seems cloudless and infinitely wealthy. She buys lavish gifts for her family, throws parties costing tens of thousands, lives like the money flow will never dry up. But it was just a California mirage. It was during her peak fame that the warning signs began to show. Money flowed like a river, but Lindsay spent it with terrifying speed and often recklessly. This wasn't about smart investments, but whims of the moment. Buying mansions became an obsession. Remember that luxurious estate in Holmby Hills for $7.4 million? Or the villa in Athens, Greece? But these weren't just homes, they were financial anchors. Massive mortgages, huge maintenance bills, property taxes that had to be paid constantly, even as her career stalled. And then, an army of assistants, bodyguards, stylists, whose services cost hundreds of thousands a year. Extravagant parties with open premium bars and expensive gifts for guests. Endless shopping sprees for designer clothes, jewelry, bags, often unwanted or lost. Private jets instead of commercial flights, even for short trips, each journey devouring tens of thousands. This was a lifestyle built for eternal success, an illusion that shattered. However, the main devourer of Lindsay Lohan's fortune wasn't houses or dresses, but her destructive battle with addiction. Alcohol and drugs turned her life into a series of scandals, arrests, court cases, and rehab stints. Every incident had direct and indirect financial consequences. Direct, huge legal bills, running into hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars for years-long court battles. Fines and court costs. Premium-paid rehab programs costing tens of thousands of dollars per month, which she went through repeatedly. Indirect, the deadliest blow. Her unprofessionalism, filming meltdowns, lateness, inability to get insured for projects. All this led to a career collapse. Offers dried up. Paychecks vanished. Brands terminated her contracts due to a ruined reputation. Income plummeted practically to zero, while fixed expenses, taxes, mortgages, staff, remained. The addictions literally torched her primary income stream. Adding to the chaos of spending and addiction fallout was catastrophic financial illiteracy and lack of control. Lindsay essentially entrusted managing her millions to her mother, Dina Lohan. Subsequent lawsuits and statements from former employees paint a picture of financial disarray, potential mismanagement, and a complete lack of strategy. Money was spent without a clear budget, investments were dubious or non-existent. When her career crashed and bills kept coming, fire sales of assets at a loss began. Mansions sold for significantly less than paid, just to cover debts and ongoing expenses. Her inability to manage her finances in the moment and the absence of reliable long-term financial planning deepened the crisis into a full-blown financial disaster. In recent years, Lindsay's life seemed to stabilize. She moved to Dubai with her husband, financier Bader Shammas, and in 2023 gave birth to their son Luai. In 2024, she confirmed the birth of a second child. This period looks like a conscious retreat from Hollywood chaos. She starred in the Netflix rom-com, Falling for Christmas, and has a sequel in the works. A comeback point? But the financial ghosts of the past haven't disappeared. Despite claims of happy family life and new projects, reports about her current net worth are conflicting and often grim. Estimates in 2025 range from a paltry $500,000 to $7 to $8 million, a far cry from her peak $28 million. Questions remain. Are all the old debts settled? How secure is her current situation? Even with support from her wealthy husband and modest Netflix income, returning to her former level of wealth seems impossible. The chapter with kids and Dubai is a new page, but past financial wounds still linger. So the summary of Lindsay Lohan's fall from the financial Olympus sounds harsh but true. $20 million vanished in the fire of an extravagant lifestyle, colossal spending on real estate and staff, years of destructive battle with addictions, payments for endless court cases and rehab stints, and finally, a complete lack of financial control and sound wealth management. Her story isn't just a warning about the fleeting nature of fame, it's a textbook example of how quickly even an astronomical fortune can be burned through when chaos is allowed to override reason and responsibility. Today, at 39, with 2 kids and life in Dubai, she may have found personal happiness and stability, but the enormous financial losses from her turbulent past remain an undeniable fact and a stark lesson.